Hello everyone, welcome to our town Birka in Stonehearth, a Viking themed town, and we're currently building a blacksmith. We started building our Viking boat down here, and there were some suggestions in the comments as well from the previous video. So how we can be able to squeeze this one under a bridge later on, because the sails are so high on it, right? And I think we have a few different options. So if we're gonna make a bridge between here later on, then we either have to make the bridge really tall, a really high one, or we can pretend there's like some boards that you can push out to extend them, but also bring them back so you can pass by if you need to. Or actually, we maybe don't have to go so far up, because if we have a bridge over here, we don't really have to go over here with the boats, right? But I think if I do the bridge, I'm gonna do probably around this area. I don't want to be too close to the boats over here. And I probably want to make my harbor a little bit bigger, because it's kind of tiny at the moment. Another suggestion was to make also a sawmill for a carpenter, and I have some good ideas for that, which I hope you guys gonna like. So the idea that I kind of have for it is that I'm gonna make a building. Outside the building there's gonna be like a big saw, and there's gonna be like a log on it, so it's gonna look like they're cutting really big trees, like you could imagine where we'd be cutting one of these pine trees over here, for example, and it would be outside. So that's something we may be working a little bit on today. But we're also gonna work with the dwarves, because they are in need of help from us. Karuna returns alone. She's very distressed. Hey dear. She can keep glancing over her shoulder. Clear word. I'm here to ask something of you. I know it's namely place to ask anything, but I must. He looks around, taken by the intense emotion. I must warn you. Nay, matter what the dwarf says, do not send anyone with us tomorrow. She breathes heavily. I'm serious, do not send anyone. You'll be sending them to the doom if you do. Everyone around reacts with surprise and shock. What do you mean? The truth is that we should have asked for other homes for help, but we couldn't. But she looks guilty about what she's about to say. He has no rights over the lands, he has no permits for running. Such an operation, he's afraid of what could happen to him and to the Stonehearth family. Name if our settlement is exposed. She gets angry again. It does not matter anymore. We need help. Real help. We need our folk. Confront him, Karuna. Nay, I cannot do that. I mean, really? She hesitates. I want to, but I'm afraid. I'm just a member. Oh, his retinue. I don't know if I can. She looks around. Nay, alone. Would you help me? For the first time in days, she looks hopeful again. Hey, you're right. It must be done. We'll do it tomorrow. We stand with you. Yeah, we're gonna stand with her. We don't want to send our people over to some doom and lose some people, right? Definitely don't want that to happen. But yeah, okay, so and sawmill, we're gonna kind of keep the theme of our buildings we have here. I'm thinking of potentially make it a little bit different, maybe. I'm thinking that it would be nice to have like the sawmill, the big chain outside with the big blade on it. So let's maybe experiment a bit with that idea. So I'm just gonna make a quick way to show you guys kind of a little bit how it could be. So imagine we have, let's say, with some stone, maybe even need to be that big, and then we would make something like push it down like so. Then we would put like a big log in between here, like so, and probably even further down. Let's do it even further down. Then the idea would be that we would have like a big blade, and we would use like a stone color once again, and it's gonna be cutting through this one. Or we can have it up here so that we can imagine they're maybe working here by hand. Maybe they have some ladders to get up to it. That can also work. Or we make like a big blade that will be cutting, and maybe that would be, you know, for now it could be above, or it could maybe be inside, because it has been cutting a little bit inside already, right? And it doesn't have to be a very big one, like it could be small like that really. Even though I must say that I prefer to have it an odd number, this could kind of work, I guess. It really depends on how I want to have it, but if it's an odd number, it's we can have a little bit more power over designing it. It will have to be longer on one of the sides. So we can imagine, and there would be a little hole here. This is where it's gonna be connected to something, where it's being worked from, and also maybe at the other side for some stability. And then it would be like cutting through this, right? And we would probably also add in a little bit of coloration to make the log look a tiny bit more interesting. And we would probably also change some colorations around here, throw in a little bit of texture that makes everything look a little bit better, and this could be nice. So we can imagine that something like that would be cutting through this one, and then we would have like a building next to it. Or it could just be like an... maybe it doesn't even have to be a building, it could be like a workplace. Yeah, I kind of have an idea now. Yeah, okay, let's see. So it's gonna be more, maybe not like a home, I might add a building potentially to it. Maybe, yeah, Let's start first. So I want them to be outside. And they have made a thin stone. So let's say they made it in... do not have to be super big, really. But maybe like in 11 by 15. And this is where they're gonna be working on top of. So on this one, we want to have some support, and I'm not sure if this entire thing should be in this color. We could change that to potentially a different one. We're top, so let's go down here again, and then we're gonna go for this one. Or what we can also do would be to take the road tool, and we can even grab a pre-made texture like this one. That could be where they're working, and then we throw in some stone like we did before, like that. Or we can have it even a little bit further out, like here potentially. And then we do it at the other side as well. This is a very experimental build I'm doing here. Nothing that I do very often. But that's the fun sometimes, you know, to try new things. That's what we're gonna be doing today. So let's throw in a little beautiful log in here. That's the one we're gonna be cutting up. And I'm gonna be doing a little bit of texture before we go any further. So maybe something like that. And then we need to cut this. So we have to do kind of as we did before. And since this is an even number, I'm not going to be able to cut in the middle, but maybe we can imagine it would be kind of curving down when it's cutting it, right? So let's make a little hole here. It has been starting to cut it down a bit. Be like that. And here I think we will be adding... this could be made in wood to make it pop out a bit more, and maybe bright wood. Maybe this... let's go with that one. Then extend it out like so. And we can do the same over here, and we're just gonna recolor it. There we go. So that's going through there. And we can also do a little bit of, if you want to, some texture on this one. So maybe when we get right next to it, it turns to a little bit of like metal, we can imagine. It's gonna be a little bit more strongly supported. So maybe something like that. That's gonna be cutting through. Then we have to have this connected to something. And maybe this might feel a little bit advanced for some Vikings, but we can do kind of anything we want, right? So I'm just gonna imagine there's like a connection going like that, and then let's just pretend it can move around inside of there to not make this thing too big. Do we have some connection points? Maybe the top as well. Yeah, that's better, I think. That will be the big saw where we'll be sawing things. And you know, maybe we could have a building next to it. It might look better if we do that. And I'm kind of thinking if we should maybe have a roof over this, maybe not. Let's try to make a little extra house to this. So I'm gonna be extending this out. So let's first grab some color down here. 9, that's gonna be a good size, I think. Like that. And let's see how big it is gonna be. 11 by 9, that probably is good enough. Then we're gonna use the room tool to create a room. And we're gonna lower this 1 or 2 blocks like so. And I don't really know how this is gonna look, but I'm hopeful it's gonna be turning out pretty okay. So let's go for maybe a basic wooden door for this one. And or maybe actually, let's maybe have the door at the side. Should we? No, let's have it here. Yeah, I think that's gonna be better. And I think to get up here, I will have a staircase over here. Maybe a little bit further back, and then we can use that one again. Change that to that. And then we can have a little thing like so. Surrounding this, potentially. Yeah, let's give it a go. Yeah, if it's too much to have that, then we can just go ahead and remove it later on. And then let's change this to be an color like this one. Go with that, and then let's change the columns as well to that one. And then we're gonna kind of try to make them Viking themed. And I feel like I want to make this house a little bit different. I was thinking of having a roof so it hangs over here a little bit, but maybe that's gonna be weird with the saw, right? So I don't know. We will see. So it's gonna be kind of small if we just have it like this, I think. I wonder if we should have maybe potentially another room. So we maybe... Oh, okay, that's not very good. But maybe we can extend it over to this side. And we can have this one be at a lower level. That could be kind of interesting sometimes. If we take this one, then we're first gonna push it down. Then we can take this and we can drag it down. We have different heights on them. And we're gonna see what we're gonna end up with. And we're probably gonna be removing that wall. And then we are gonna have a little beautiful door over this side. That's where we're gonna be going down. And I'm thinking of raising this one level. That's better, it's gonna fit better with this. And then we're gonna need to have like a staircase to go down here. So potentially this could be a storage room, I guess. And it could maybe also be the stair... that's gonna be too much. Let's maybe not have anyone... Maybe no one will live here. This will be more like a place where someone works. I think that's gonna be fine, yeah. Okay, so... that's an even number. Can I drag this out? Oh, I can't, okay. Let's go back a few steps. Let's extend the... I can't do that, okay. We have to recreate the room, okay. 9 by 9, let's go like that. And if we put it in the corner, we're gonna have a little bit more space around there, so that's gonna be nice. So imagine this would be like a workplace and also maybe potentially a place to go and shop your wood supplies. That's gonna be awesome. I hope it's gonna turn out nice. I don't really know. Sometimes I feel like it's nice to just go and try something totally new. I have like no real inspiration for this one or anything, so it's kind of fun to just see how it goes with the flow and everything. So here we want to start sloping this, and I want to have I think I want to have a pretty aggressive slope in this one. I think it's gonna look nice, so we're gonna stop like that. I'm not sure I'm gonna have 3 at the top, but that's what we're gonna start with. Aggressive slope, here we go. There we go. And on this one I'm gonna not be as aggressive with the slope, so something like that. And then I'm also gonna drag it out 1 block. I think it looks pretty nice when I push it out and offset it a little bit like so. And then I wanna add some support on here, so we can go simple like that. That will also get away the red, and for this one in the front we will do it like this. And it's fine to make it different at some spots. That's fine. However, we may want to do the same for this one. The match and this one can be in the middle. Yeah, that can be fine. Okay, so then we want to make a roof on this one then. And if we want to kind of storage up here, I think I will keep it just like an open big roof though. And let's see here, we can add a counter, a beautiful little desk. So let's go for a counter mid-section. So the drawers is going to be on the inside, like so. And the chair is going to be added. A beautiful, beautiful chair. I kind of like the red one, that looks pretty nice. I like that one. Looks beautiful. Okay, so that's the carpenter where we selling things maybe. And if we want to, we can also add an end counter. Wooden counter left end. That would be, I think, the right end, I'm pretty sure. So let's see. Oh, really? I felt like this was the right side when looking for this direction. Okay, I guess it's the left one then. Okay, there we go. Just to end it a little bit better. Okay, so we're gonna have the same coloration for the roof. Keep the theme going. And I'm gonna change so it bends in a little bit. And even here we're gonna bend in one more, so it creates a pretty nice curvature going up there. And we're gonna try with 3 blocks going up like this. And we will see, it might be super duper aggressive, but it may fit pretty nice since we have the saw on the front. A little beautiful saw blade, which is pretty huge actually. And let's see, this might be a little bit... This one I think we're gonna wait with a bit, because we're gonna have another roof going here, so let's make that first. So this one's gonna go here, and then let's go here with this one, and here with this one. To create that beautiful curve. So I think the door here may be potentially a problem, maybe it's gonna work but it might look weird. But we will see, we're gonna try first. Okay. I think it works pretty good so far, that's nice to see. Always good when things are working out right. It's gonna be nice. So let's grab the same color that we are using on that one. And now we're gonna start creating these little windboards, I guess. I'm not sure if there's a different name for them. In Sweden we call them, I think, vindbräda, something like that. So that would be like a windboard. But there may be a different name for them. And here we have to add a bit more of the roof. Like so. And then we're also gonna have one sitting... I think it's supposed to be like that, if it's gonna match. Okay, there we go. And let's do this one too. Okay, there we go. That's looking pretty good. And then we have to do a little bit of something like this as well, to make it pop out more as like a Viking building. Okay, I kind of like that. I was thinking if we should do something like this. Might be too much on this kind of building though. Yeah, it may be a bit much. Some shields we may want to throw up, that could be nice. I love these shields. Those are from the Nordling Kingdom mod. So if you want to have these shields, go and grab them from there. It's also a beautiful kingdom to play, but it also has a beautiful biome to play as well, the Midgard forest. Very suiting for Vikings. And they are more Viking than what we're playing now. We're playing the Northern Alliance, and I would say Nordlings are way more Viking, but we can imagine that these are Vikings too. We can imagine everything we want, right? It's our choice. So now we're gonna throw in a few different textures on the roof to make it look nicer. I prefer for these kind of houses to make this very random. I'm just putting a few little spots here and there and they kind of match together. I'm trying to make it like a zigzag pattern like this sometimes. And then I'm going over a few times to see how it looks. If there's spots needing a little more of bright green. Maybe there's a spot needing a little bit more of a dark green and kind of find the balance between them. So here we have the really bright one. And I prefer to have a fewer amount of super bright ones. They will pop out, but there's not gonna be too many of those. Okay, there we go. I think it's starting to look pretty nice. So something we should be doing here is to either we color it like that or we would be continuing what we have for color. So I might go like that, yeah. But then I'm also thinking of maybe not. I was thinking of covering that up. Perhaps we should make that in stone around actually to make it look a little bit more protected. We can do that all around pretty much. It really depends on how we want to have it. But I think it fits pretty well here, so let's add a few different spots of bright grey. Looking good, I think. So they're gonna be able to saw a little bit here, and I think there are some logs. Burning logs, that's not the thing I'm looking for. I'm looking for log pile. So this would be a good addition to have for this one. And I'm thinking of potentially, should we do like a little extra storage somewhere? Maybe a little roof over here at the side. That could be nice. Let's give that a go. So, we can attach it to the side. And we can use the same roof color, maybe. So here we can add the first 3, that's like the minimum height can we need. And I guess we can just go like that, really. Looks kinda strange, I think, though. Or maybe we just have a few logs sitting next to here, so we know that's where the sawmill is. Or we can have them in the back here. And it might fit better with a roof here as well. So potentially we can do something like that. We'll remove a bit. Go in and add one of these. So something like that. Store a little bit of wood under there. It's gonna be nice. So that's looking pretty nice. I love adding a few different extra roof tab buildings. Sometimes I also do like to change the borders for these smaller roofs. I think it often looks pretty nice and I think it fits here pretty well, so yes, that's good. So now we're gonna tag it as roof. We can actually look through here. And let's go down here and we're gonna see what kind of containers we want. So let's see, Carpenter. We're gonna need it on a workbench and I think we can have it maybe outside here so we can actually see how people working. So let's have one maybe next to the saw potentially. So if you have it here, we can maybe even imagine when he's working with that one, he's working with the saw. Could be kind of fun, I guess. And let's have a carpenter tool bench over here. Or maybe we can have it on the inside. Yeah, that could be nice too. Maybe one of them can be an inside for a little bit of variety with crafting. And let's see here for some shelves. Wooden finish work shelf. This is where we will be dropping off some newly crafted things. And let's have maybe 2 of these. And when you go into the shop you will see those and you can see some goods that you can buy. And then we also want to have some place to store some wood. So I'm gonna need some wooden supply crates. They look pretty good, and I think we're also gonna add an I'm thinking of like a bigger storage item. An iron bandage chest, maybe not that one. But maybe a leather bound chest. And we can have maybe one of these. And we can put that in... Yeah, that corner should be good. Then we need a beautiful rug inside. Here we go. And one maybe under the chair over there. And maybe not inside of there. Then we're gonna need some candles as well. I'm gonna go for the wooden candle. And I'm gonna have this right next to the counter to give some good light. And inside of here as well, we don't want to work in the darkness. That's not gonna be so many good crafting things going on then. Gonna have 2 candles inside. And let's tag this as a roof here as well. We don't want to see those things. And we can do the same on that one, but I'm gonna keep maybe... Yeah, I'm gonna keep those so I can know easily where that's a roof above it. I think that's gonna be good. Let's tag these 2. There we go. And yeah, that feels pretty good already. Maybe a little crate. I like crates, they're nice for decorating. I want to have 2 crates sitting there, and I'm feeling a barrel would be nice. And I felt like, I don't know, in that corner feels good to me. It's kind of hidden though. It's nice to have a barrel or 2. And we can have that on the inside as well. But I prefer to have them outside. And yeah, splitting block. Okay, let's have that one over here. That should be good. And let's see for a rack maybe. Can I have one of those with some wood on it? That's gonna be nice. There we go, I feel pretty satisfied. Do let me know if you guys think that I should be adding or doing something with this one before we build it, so... That was fun to give it a go for this one. I'm pretty happy with it. A lot of things going on it. And we can also change this to a normal fence if we want to. So it will look a little bit less blocky potentially. And I think it's gonna be better if we change that color. Okay, there we go. And let's save this for now. So that's pretty nice. But guys, this will be it for today with Stonehearth. So a lot of building today again. I hope you guys enjoy the building. But hopefully soon we will also be working with the dwarves. So in the next episode I think we're gonna focus a bit more on continuing, because we can't build 2 many houses at the same time, right? So we will be careful with that too. So we don't overproduce buildings as well. But guys, I hope you enjoyed. Do let me know what you think of our new sawmill that we made. And feel free to leave a like on the video. And thank you to my members here on YouTube as well. And I hope to see all of you guys very, very soon again. So thanks for watching and have a great rest of your day, guys. Take care. See you soon.